Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The very first thing that I notice is that some of you will be thinking that I am late. Some will say we'll be waiting here for such a long time. It's only coming now. Your Hajj has just started. You wait when you get there. Then you will see waiting time. And you have no control over it. When I look at the time here, it said 10 to 11. So which means I'm not late, I'm before time. Is it not 10 to 11 now?
It is.
So, who says I'm late?
Nobody.
No, 10 to 11 now.
It's well before time.
Anyway.
You got it. Okay.
Anyway, we usually I'm given 2 days to do this presentation. But the Shuyukh, they've done a lot of work on all the grounding I would have covered. So there's no need to go through them again. It will bore you because you've had it all before. Before, I would start one day, finish up to a certain level, and then come again another day and then finish it. But now we have a few hours to go more to the practical side of things only, which the Sheikh has asked me to look at for you. And Sheikh, can we move backward? Now, you would have heard from the Sheikh that you need to be in the state of Ihram before you enter
I think you like this one. I can see you moving that.
Before you enter the miqat. Miqat meaning the boundaries of the haram. If not, there is some sanction for you. And those miqat, there are about 5 of them. I think Sheikh, you've covered all those areas already. What I'll talk about now is when you enter the miqat, what you should be doing. You've covered that already. You should make your intention to do Umrah because you are doing Hajj Tamattu, not Hajj Qiran or Hajj Ifrad. You know all that already. Now, I'd like to hear from you answering to confirm yes or no, so I know what to talk about. Yes. You know that already?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. So we know that when we enter the miqat, and we are now in the state of Ihram, what should we be saying? Not labaika, talbiya. Say talbiya. But he said you should be saying the talbiya, which is the labaik Allahumma labaik, labaik la sharika laka labaik, inna alhamda wa ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika laka. That is what should be in your mouth all the time. No backbiting, no idle talk, because you now invited Allah, you told Allah, I'm ready now. I'm now in front of you to perform this ceremony. So please accept it from me. So therefore, when you are in the state of Ihram, there are a lot of prohibitions. Sheikh, you've covered all those already?
Yes.
Okay. So then we'll move on now to the Ihram itself. For the sisters, the Ihram is what? Typical, the ordinary Islamic clothing for the sisters. And for the brothers, they need to put on 2 sheets, one to the top and one for the bottom. And they should be stuck naked. Brothers, you know that already?
Yes.
I'm an interpreter.
No, not you should not be answering.
No, we...
Okay, no, let them answer.
I will require...
No, I want to confirm from them that they know.
Yeah.
You need how many?
Yes. No, there are 2.
You have 2, yeah?
He's got one.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? You just sit down and relax.
So you know that already. You have these 2 sheets. You are stark naked.
Sit down, sit down there. Sit down.
Or
Sit down, or you go under. Or if you go under, let me see.
The brothers, you have nothing underneath. Just those 2 things. The first thing you need to learn how to do is how to tie it. Because when you tie it, you need to move with it. Sometimes you'll be with it for a few days and nights. You know that already? Yes. Brothers, answer, so I know you know.
Yes.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Because if you don't know,
Okay.
Have you practiced how to tie it?
Can I demonstrate?
This is very important because you should imagine you have nothing underneath if you don't tie it properly and you are in public and it drops.
Use necktie and tie the bottom.
I'm sorry.
Use necktie and tie the
Necktie. It's a necktie, not a waist tie.
bottom.
You can use anything to tie it, but it has to be free so that you'll be able to move around like
You
this.
see the way I stood?
You should be able to move around.
You see me,
like
yeah? Can you see me? Now, how did I stand? I love that. This used to be a soldier. At ease, right? Or a policeman. Uncle, tell me if you're not a police. Okay. You see what I did? Aha. Alpha, nothing there. Huh? No, don't worry about this. The women, they thought this is La Paris, sit down and smoke. I don't like that.
I mean, I was going just to say that for those brothers who are married, they have wives, they show them how to tie it.
Before they get there, have they get
Because, no, you show them at home, they know how to do it.
You see, yeah? No, you see? So now it's free.
So you
So when I'm
can
walking, I can move. Isn't it? Sharika laka labbaik, innal hamda. Sharika lak. Isn't it?
Yes.
Beautiful. You see? So that's what. But if you don't stretch it. You do it like this, yeah? It's not just drop. You see me, I know how to tie it too. Even if you bring rope, trust me, I go that car by one. But you see?
It's too tight.
You see? Aha! It's a problem. You just trip and then fall. Okay?
Okay, that's for the bottom one.
And the top one?
And indeed, for me, I don't like it like that only. I don't trust it. I still put something else.
Yeah, you bet.
That's me personally. And whatever I put there is not is permissible as well. So some people use their bomb bag to hold it, but even that is not sufficient for me. I put rope or belts and then wrap it. Then I know it's safe.
Not all belts, please. Not all belts. Don't take your belt here, you go and put it. Yeah? They have the one they sell. You get that one. Sometimes it even has pocket.
No, that's the bomb bag belt where you have the pouch.
Okay? So don't take your belt here. He said it's allowed. Then take it there, please.
So when you tie it, you make sure it is safe. Now the other thing about this thing is, when you are in that state, you are dressing like that, you have to be very careful how you sit. Especially if you find yourself in places where you have to sit in the public. We don't want what is called, like, you call it cinema, isn't it?
Especially Mina.
Cinema, yes. When you sit in somewhere,
just sit.
you sit and then like that, and then people can see. You know what I mean? So you have to sit properly. You see the way where the royalty used to sit like this. Their legs going like this all the time. That's how you should be doing. Once you have this on, make sure you don't sit in places and open your leg like that, because breeze will go through and other people might pass in and seeing things through that. You're exposing your aura, which you should not do. You have to be very mindful of that. And now, that's done. You do that when you make your intention for the Umrah, because you're going to do Umrah first before Hajj. Because you are doing Hajj Tamatu. Your Umrah, you make intention for Umrah, and you've got that on. Cover yourself until when you want to go to do the Tawaf now, the Umrah, then you have to do the Idiba. Yes, Sheikh, show them the Idiba. You expose your right shoulder. You can see there on the screen.
You have to go over that.
Yes? Yeah, that's it. It should be like that. I'm not going to go into all the other things that you need to do, the prayers and things, because the Sheikh said they've covered all that with you. So I'm just talking about the practical thing that you should be doing. Now, once that's done, before you enter the Haram in Makkah to go and do the Umrah, which is the Tawaf and the Sa'i, when you enter the Masjid al-Haram, how do you enter it? Say it loud, please. Your right, what do you say? Do you say anything when you're entering, or you just enter? You have to say what?
How did you enter here today?
What did you say? Right? If you don't know, you have to learn it. It's very important. You should be saying it when you enter every masjid. More so in the Haram Sharif. You have to know that dua which ends with Allahumma aftahli abwaba rahmatik. I know some of you know it already, but if you don't, this is a chance for you to learn it and try to practice it. So you enter with your right foot after you said the dua, and then you enter the masjid.
Why is that you have to make that dua?
Sorry,
Why you have to make that dua?
that's the sunnah.
And what is the meaning of that dua?
Oh Allah, open the door of your mercy for me.
It means when you go over that side,
No, you hold that one. No.
it means when you enter the masjid,
He will be holding this one.
when you enter the masjid, you have asked Allah to open His what? The door of mercy. So you must make sure that you obey what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said. The angels are there asking forgiveness, mercy and everything for you. So you do not go there and disturb anyone. That's the most important. Don't go and scream or shout and so forth. No. All what you have to do is to make a lot of zikr, remembrance and so forth. Otherwise, you will not go to get that mercy, isn't it?
Jazakallah Shaykh. So now we enter the haram, and when you see the Kaaba for the first time, there are so many things people say you can see. We dealt with that already. When see the Kaaba. Then now you go now to do the, can we move this thing now, please?
Yeah.
Tell me where you want
We
me to
went
stop.
to this now we didn't talk about the footwear.
Yeah.
You covered that already with them?
Just tell them.
The footwear for the men is like that. Those,
Not your shoes, huh?
those type of slippers.
Slippers or sandals.
Okay, that's what you should put on at that time. You are like this, but when you are going to do the tawaf, then you do the iddiba like Sheikh has done, expose your right shoulder, right? And then when you get to the haram itself, now you're going to start to do the tawaf. You start it, we told about where to start here. You start the tawaf, just go forward. And all this time before you get to this stage, your talbiyah should be there in your mouth.
This is how it used to be.
Yes? Can you all recite it for me, please? Talbiyah.
لبيك اللهم لبيك
لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. The brothers say it loud and the sisters soft voice. Is that clear? Now, what we're seeing there is the Kaaba. See all the various places there. Right. Here is Makam Ibrahim, the station of Ibrahim. You explain that to them what that is about, yes? Sure. And then you have here Yemeni corner, and you have at Aswa, which is where the black stone is. Right? And then you have Shami corner, that side. Now, and this is the picture of the black stone, and that is the gate. Okay. So when you go to start your tawaf, you start from here, where that is now. You get there, you may not be as close to it as we are seeing here now. Yeah? It might be anywhere, but you start from that point. And when you get there, you raise your hand and you point towards it. And what do you say? Bismillah. 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 Again? Bismillah. And then you You start moving from there, you're going to go round. Are you with me? Follow the red light. You go round like that. You don't go inside here, which is the hatim. This hatim used to be part of the Kaaba, but came to a point when it was being rebuilt. It is reported that they didn't have enough money to complete it that way, and they won't use any haram money to do it. So it's left like that. So you can go there to pray if you want, and that people say that when you pray there is equivalent to praying inside the Kaaba. But when you're doing your tawaf, you have to go around it. If not, you're not doing your tawaf around the Kaaba. You understand? That's the reason why you go around it. The first one, the second time, the third time, until the seventh time. Now for the brothers, the first 3 times, they will do that what Sheikh has got there. You can just follow the red light, you see there.
No, you're not going to
How many?
See, and then he will be doing what is called.
This is the
No, that's
BRIXTON one.
The Sheikh will be doing.
This time, in there, 3 times, huh?
Yes, okay.
Is it 3 or 2? Ah, the women said 2.
So you brothers, you have to go do that 3 times when you're going around the Kaaba.
What did he say?
Shoulder exposed, and then you are running like this. Yes? Just like that until the 3rd time before you stop. What should you do if you have your wife with you? Your wife should not run.
Run with her.
No, Sheikh, don't answer. What would you do?
Don't take it to.
Your wife should not run. It's only you who should run.
Yeah.
How would you do it? Any offer?
What did Sheikh mention last year? Like,
Yes, brother. Salaam alaikum. Salaam alaikum, brother. You talking to me? No, you should talk to me only, please. So, if you have your wife with you or you have a sister you're looking after, it's a simple thing you do. You do like you're doing running on the spot. She'll be walking and then you'll be doing like this. To keep according to her own pace. You don't have to drag her or to go according to your pace. And because you're protecting her as well from others and the group coming around doing the tawaf to push her or to put her in danger or anything. So therefore what you do like this. According to her pace. She'll be walking like that. And then you... Is that clear for brothers? Yeah.
Uncle, just a minute. Sorry for me to interrupt you. When I went just a few minutes ago like that, right? What happened? What happened? You see? And Sheikh mentioned a comment here. I just want to make it to benefit from it. I did. This is a chair here. But there will be no chairs. There will be who? Human beings. Don't forget, you're going to worship. And if you hurt someone, then problem. So please be careful not to hurt or push people. They will be pushing you here and there. Some they want to go and throw the stone, they will be doing, even some they will be beating. Just to touch the stone and other stuff. Don't push. And don't swear at anyone. If they push you, don't, hey you, why? And some they push, they do like that, hey.
Some will drag you back as well.
Thank you. They will drag you back. Please. And what you're going to see, you're going to be more than 2 million there. It's not like when you go for Umrah, you see you're 1,000 or less than that. Over 2 million. So even get to where Sheikh is telling you now, here, Allah, you'll be blessed to go down here. So please have that in mind. Do not push, don't disturb, and you shouldn't be disturbed.
Okay. In addition to what the Sheikh has just said, the example you gave, or Sheikh Abubakar gave, I've seen one myself. We were doing the tawaf. This brother was doing the Ramal. And then there's a sister, those days they used to allow wheelchair. The sister was pushing, there's a mother or somebody, but it's an older person. She was pushing on the chair going, and this brother came, I think he badged on them a little bit. What did sister do? She gave him a good slap. But what did the brother do? The brother continued going. And the next time I saw the sister started crying. By that time the brother's gone. It's because she knew, but out of anger, she just did that. And the brother just looked and he continued. Because he didn't want any jidal. He didn't want any dispute. That's how we should be. We should be in that spirit. Like that. Okay? So now when we're going, I'll show you a picture, what it's like. Oh, sorry. I'll show you what it's like in the Kaaba when there are people there. So I just want you to know the parts that are there, the different areas inside that haram. Later I'll show you when people are actually there, what you should do. And this Maqam Ibrahim, after you finished the 7th round there, yes, before we do that, when you start from here going round, do you know what you should be saying? From this line, coming around, you should come back to the black stone. Any offer? Because Sheikh has taught you already. Huh? No. From here, from the black stone, going until you come to Yamani corner. What should we be reading? Any dua, mashallah. You make any dua you want to make from here until you get to Yamani corner. And you say it in the language you know best. Any dua, don't forget us, inshallah, when you're making the dua.
I'll be listening to your languages.
Yes.
The dialects.
You make any dua from here until you get to Yamani corner. And from Yamani corner to that one, that's when you do رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. That's from here, from here to there. Yes?
Yes.
Before the stone. You see the stone the Sheikh said to you? Before the stone, this corner is called what? So this is where you say the Rabbana Atina fi dunya wa fil akhirati. Can you say it once more again? You guys need to eat today some jollof rice. MashaAllah. Once more. Rabbana
Atina fi dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan.
Alhamdulillah. Not ajabao. Not azabao. Azab. You know azab bachelor, yeah? Those who are not married. That's azab. And then ajab. Baba, do you know ajab? Do you mean in Arabic? Not ajab, not azab. It's azab. Rabbana آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار.
Can you do it in your language?
Sheikh said he had some of them. They said wakina, wakina. Hey, Allahu Akbar.
Sheikh, can you read the meaning in your language?
In my language?
Yeah,
No. Read that one the way it is. You don't read it in your language.
Okay,
when it comes to Rabbana.
Okay, the other area.
Yeah, you can make any dua.
Any dua.
Any dua. Yeah? Any dua in your language. You learn some in Arabic if you can, but say it in your language. But once you come here, say it. You learn this before you go. And that's why it's so pathetic when you go there. Uncles, they will tell you, and sheikhs. You see some people, where they're supposed to make dua, where they're supposed to do something which is very important for them. Maybe they will be dancing. Arafah, what happened last year? The best moments in Arafah, for people to make dua, that's where they were dancing. And I could not believe, I was standing there, everyone looking at them. The best time to make dua, the best. In the evening, the sun is about to set. Uncles, they're all there. Trust me, I was shocked. We're there, and they were dancing.
At least our African brothers and sisters, please.
That's what I want to say.
Don't follow them.
They are. Don't follow anyone. Sheikh mentioned that to you. Do not follow anyone. We are there to guide you. You don't know? Ask. Please. Don't get indulged in anything that will destroy the whole journey you plan for in your life. Right?
Yes.
So you have to learn this. Rabbana آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا يا هذه القمية وقنا عذاب النار. Please, those who know amongst us, they teach the others. Don't feel shy. And if your sister or your brother say to you, sister, can you say it this way? Don't get upset. Because that happens as well. They think that, do you know better? Are you the sheikh? No, you don't have to have the sheikh. As long as your brother or sister, there are some people who are going with us, they are knowledgeable, they know. So learn from them as well. May Allah accept it.
I mean, from what the Sheikh has just said, Hajj, I always say, is an open book exam. Get your book with you. If you forget, just look in the book where you are and follow it. You can read from the book if you can read Arabic. Make sure you read it because that's the Quran. So that's why, brother, as you say it in your language, you cannot. It's just like when you're praying, you don't say it in your language, do you? So you say it as it is. You don't want to change the meaning of what the word is. If you don't know it, learn it or copy it and then hold it with you. When you're there, you can check. All of you should, I expect should have a Hajj book, however big or small. Have it with you. The Sheikh or the guys will be helping you, but before you move, the Hajj is yours. It's not theirs. It's your Hajj. So get your book with you when you're going there. Before you move to anywhere, check the book what the book says. If you are able to read and understand, check the book what it says before you go and do what you're supposed to do. Then you'll find that yours will coincide with what your guys are telling you to do. And if there's any mistake, you can sort it out quickly. It's an open book exam. You are going through, and you have the opportunity to read it. It's the only chance you have to read. You will not have a chance to do it again. So you want to do it as best as you can. Yes, Sheikh, do you want to say something?
Yeah, how many times do you say Bismillah Akbar? You're going around 7 times, right? You're going around the...
Bismillah Allahu Akbar, the first time.
Yeah, you're talking about here, Sheikh, right?
Yes. Talking about
now, how many times today?
How many times do you say Bismillah Akbar?
No. Once you reach here, once you start, the first one is Bismillah Allahu Akbar. Some they do it more, but that doesn't matter. The most important thing, the first one. Now you go. When you come here, the second one is that you finished how many? One. Now the second, there you go again. There you come, the third one, you finish 2. So you're gonna have to say it how many times then?
7 times.
No, if you are saying it 7, then you're not there. You're gonna have to say it. Oh yeah. 7 times actually. But the next one is finished. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, 7.
So each of the rounds, it's 1, please.
Yeah. Okay.
But we will be with you anyway, so don't worry.
it before you start.
Once you are
Let them
here,
don't depend on you.
we
The
can
reason why they don't depend on you on this, they may want to go and do nothing tawaf.
That's right.
And you won't be there. So they ought to know what to do so they can do it by themselves.
Now let's make
But when
this.
they're doing the Umrah, yes, you are with them to make sure they do the right thing. But after that, if they feel to do nothing tawaf, they should be able to go.
No, inshallah, they will be able. But let's make this clear. Once we get there, before you do it, you're going to have leaders. We're going to divide you into groups. And each group has a leader, 1 or 2, and get someone who knows as well. Understand? And when we go there, you follow the same direction they gave you. And then we'll be guiding you. But after that, you will know how to do it. It becomes common to you anyway. You can go there and you do it. But what the Sheikh, as well, the other brother was asking, with the takbir here, is to say the Bismillah, you point your right hand. Please don't do it like that. Right? You're not pushing it away. You want to get blessings. So you do it. And the light is there. The Sheikh will explain to you. I don't want to go into detail. But that's why his video, you see how unique it is. The time he did this one, the light is not even brighter than the way it is now. But now it's clear, the green will show you, this is the point, don't pass. Say it before you move.
Absolutely.
But don't copy. Do not copy. You're going to see so much.
Trample over you, and then you won't survive.
In addition to what the Sheikh just said, that's a new thing which is there now. But if it's still full up, you move inside.
So what about if you don't have space there at all?
You move
And line
inside.
to it.
Move inside. Or if you've done all that, you can't find anywhere, then you pray anywhere. But make effort first to follow the sunnah.
That's right.
But if I get a space in front of it, instead of behind it,
If you're alone, that's fine, no problem.
In front, he said.
In front.
Oh,
in front of it.
Sheikh, the thing said behind Makam Ibrahim.
So that's what he is asking.
It's a question he asked.
Not in front, behind.
Beautiful.
And you won't see anybody, you'll hardly see somebody going there to do that. All of them will fight it. There are some people who stand there because they think that they're strong. They hold people like that, saying, no, you can't pass. Because my wife is praying, or my this is praying. And they block the others until we trample over them. What are they getting? See?
Okay, I don't get to one question or something I want to mention as well. If you trip, you go there and you want to force yourself to pray in there. If you fall down, only God will save you.
Absolutely.
Just know this, yeah? Only God will save you. The only thing we will do, may Allah save us from that, is to pray janaza. But we can't do anything more.
Absolutely.
Don't go and force yourself in there, especially if you're not strong. Huh? Like me. Yes, Uncle, you want to ask?
Yeah. Since you are in a group, since you are in a group, what do you do to maintain the group in this tower?
MashaAllah.
Or everybody fight for himself because of the crowd?
When you are there, you are with your leader, you find a lot of people. Some people got flags with their own to ensure that the people follow that flag when they are going together. And some stick together, some have different things to identify them. It's your responsibility to make sure you keep an eye on the group and the leader, make sure you are with them. Although the people may come between you, but still make sure you catch up with them and stay with them.
I'm going to tell you something which is not.
You do your tower together with the group.
The group will be moving together, but that doesn't mean it might continue like that, because other groups might come and then they interrupt, they go inside you. But then you have to find ways and means to catch up with your group again. You follow, sir?
May I tell you
I don't think you'll have problem there, as long as you know your leader is there. Some people go with flags, some are catching whatever. The leader will be in front, but you look for that and you follow until you get to them.
May I give you good
Can I
news?
advise, please?
Yes.
Like other group, is it possible you provide us with a piece of cloth?
Can I hold on?
Well, some people do that.
No.
For here, you know,
For this mosque, so that we know ourselves. So if you give us something like a color, something, we hold it and we identify ourselves easily.
Brother, what you're saying is something which is practiced in Africa a lot. They all wear the same clothes. The Africans do that a lot. They wear the same clothes so they see them. The only thing is when you are in your ihram, that's the problem. There you have to be in that white. Sisters can wear anything. So you have to wear that white. Or if you have something you have to hand to identify you, you may. But you have to be those two white sheets. That's the reason why the most important thing you need to do is to keep an eye on your group. Sometimes people go by 2 by 2 or 3 by 3, and you all move together while you're going around the Kaaba like that. You know, and then the leader will be in front. Sometimes they have one leader at the back and one at the front.
Can I?
So keep an eye to make sure you're.
May I give you good news?
Yes.
First of all, the first good news is, whoever goes there, you are liable to get lost. That's the good news I want to give you. Yeah? If you are going in a group, more likely 1 or 2 of you will get lost. Have that in mind now. Okay? But what we do, alhamdulillah, Alhaji Garba always do that, especially when we go, we agree. If we are going, before we enter haram,
Yes.
we have a demarcation, or we have somewhere, a point where we introduce everyone. Yeah, this is a meeting point in case you get lost. And then we'll have that meeting point there. We'll be waiting. And of course, when we finish, if in case 1 or 2 get lost, they will be able to identify that place. And they will meet. We will meet there. But having learned what you're learning now, as long as you know this, in case you get lost, you will know what to do if we are not there. Right? Balaji Garba will come on.
Shall I just explain something which is quite important? What we normally do is, it's a 50 of us in a group. We divide ourselves into 3. Last year, I use an example of last year. So each one of us will have about 15 people, or just about that. So within that 15 of us, we will agree, we holding hands or we holding clothes like this. We move. In case you get lost, we have explained to you the whole process of the Umrah we are doing, which is the Tawaf, the Nawafil in Maqam Ibrahim, the drinking of the Zamzam, and the Sa'i. So when we get to the Sa'i, it's a Safa and Marwa. 1, 2, 1, 2, you finish at Marwa. So I always tell people, if you get lost, don't worry. Don't stop. Continue doing your Sa'i, because we are all doing. So our pace will be the same. The only difference will be about 10-15 minutes. So you do your Sa'i in Safa, Marwa, you finish at Marwa, stay in Marwa. we will all meet you in Marwa. But if after 1 hour you haven't come, then there is a problem. Because if we have started the tawaf at the same time, no matter how slow you are, you will finish about 5-10 minutes interval. Then you proceed to do your salat behind Maqam Ibrahim, 2 rakats, which takes about 5 minutes maximum. Then you drink Zamzam again 5 minutes. Then you do. Zamzam will be about 5 minutes or more. Some spend more time. And then you proceed. There is a signage which is very clear to say to Safa and Marwa. You proceed, you go. There are a lot of people going. You follow. You go and do your 7. You start from Marwa into Safa 1. Safa to Marwa 2. You finish at Marwa. You stay there. You stay put. Maybe if you happen to get lost, maybe by the time the majority of the group comes, they will come and find you there. Or the majority of the group will be there and then you will come and join them. Again, I have explained to people, please, we will be buying a SIM card and put on our phone. At that point, we have all the numbers of everybody. So we say, oh, we haven't seen HAAJJ Wane, Auntie Wane, Bra Wane, or Mr. Wane, or whatever you may call them. Then we say their number, we call them. So ensure that your phone is fully charged. Because the journey from Medina to Mecca, your phone will always run out of battery. I've explained to people, get a power bank. Because once we get to Mecca and we put our things down and we are off, make sure your phone is fully charged at that point. Because in Haram you will get lost. Even if you don't get lost at Tawaf, you may bound to get lost at Zamzam, or you may bound to get lost at Maqam Ibrahim, or you may bound to get lost at Safa and Marwa. That one, you can't avoid it. Follow what Brother Suleiman is saying. Please, 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 be responsible for catching up. Because if you are not able to catch up, that is when the problem is. So please, 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 be aware of this. Get your phones ready. Inshallah, even if you get lost, you will not miss us. We will all be together.
Yes. One, all this picture, isn't this, it's not haram, or
What is it?
the picture is showing at the Kaaba or this thing.
Oh, now?
When you show it, it's good to get them how to get them.
Okay.
How to get them?
Is that inshallah?
But I say mamnua yani.
Okay, خلاص غير ممنوع. بارك الله فيك. May Allah reward you. Okay then, it's our lovely chief. That is Sise chief. Don't worry about him.
No, but
I removed the crownship from him.
Inshallah. Now, continue.
4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
What's up?
We go, but they are then
So inshallah, may Allah make it easier. Okay, let's move on because we don't have time. Please. So let's move on now and see where we could.
So, because that one is on the desktop.
Okay.
Now, are we finishing Tawaf now? We finished Tawaf? Any question on Tawaf?
Any question there?
No question.
You're gonna go how many times? You start from where? Huh? Hey, don't say green light in case the electricity is off. In case green light is not there. The green light is to help you. Now, something you need to know. Now, this is the ground floor, right? Now, you start from here. The Sheikh said, you go, is what? Make sure the Al-Kaaba is on your what?
Right. Left.
Hey, I love it. Someone said right.
Left.
Okay? Your left. Now, you go 1, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, 2, and then
3.
the Sheikh said to the men, what do?
Jog.
You jog. And if we give you in your group, you have sisters, because we said we are families, we leave no one behind. What do?
You go to on their pace.
On their pace. You don't jog, you leave them all. You say, I'm not your wife or husband. You don't do that. Yeah?
If you go with your wife, right, you finish it off, then you go to Maqam Ibrahim to do the prayers.
Are you going to pray together with your wife?
Hey, there is no BRICS mosque. There you pray, you see women there, they pray there, you pray there. Just focus. It's like Qiyamah. When the Rasul said to Aisha, Amra Ashad min dhalik. Yeah? Now you do how many times? 7, yeah? 5. So 7. When you finish 7 here, make sure, please, you don't finish here, then you say, okay, I've already done, you go. That way. You come, you finish by what?
By the where you started.
There you will see the direction. Alhamdulillah, you come from England. They've done now the same way they do when you go to the train. There are signs to show you where you go. You see it yourself. You know how to go. Even if you go with the leaders, you will say to them, come, let's go. Yeah, because there are signs guiding you. And then after that, what did the Sheikh say? You go and drink what? And then you pray, maqam what? Behind. But if I cannot pray there,
Go inside.
beautiful, that's good. Don't forget to make your dua. The Sheikh said you can do any dua here. And here is Rabbana. Okay. Don't go kira if you continue to change your kira. Waqina. Now, you finish, he said, Alhamdulillah, you pray, and then you go into Safa and Marwa. Beautiful. Okay.
Good to start, you know.
Okay.
Now, about when you do the tawaf, you can see where the Maqam Ibrahim is. Can you see it there? You tell me how you're going to pray there.
Inshallah, next week, inshallah, we'll show you other photos and pictures and live.
Because these are all
When they
people
going?
doing the tawaf. And you will be one of them. So that's the reason why you move out until you find somewhere safe to pray, and you pray there. Is that clear?
Yes.
This is how it's going to be, inshallah.
And I want to add, Uncle, please, very important. You see the picture, right? As Uncle said to you, like ants. Wallah, they are like ants. You only see the heads. Like mine, the small one. It's not big. Yeah? And from here, you can't get closer. And sometimes, most of you, or some of us, those who are going now, you will not know even the entrance to go down there. If you don't know, you keep going. But you find yourself up here.
Yes.
Right? You go in, you think you are coming down here, but you find
You
yourself
are
up
on
there.
the top, yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
And because of safety reasons, they will close the entrance to this floor.
Yes.
Because it's packed, otherwise it's going to cause death.
That's right.
Now, you have 4 floors. You have 3 floors plus this one to do what? Tawaf. You don't have to do it here for it to be counted. Don't say your leader took you upstairs, you do tawaf, you keep... I remember one time ago, I didn't even do tawaf for the canvas. The person was complaining, and I thought like, okay, what happened? He said, people are by the Kaaba, look at me. I did not even, I just went to the mosque, they keep going, make me go around. It's the same. And you have the top. Sometimes even the top is easier.
That's right.
You don't have to do it here. It's the same tawaf. Okay? You may not have the opportunity to go down there the same day because they are like this. But as you stay there, you will have the opportunity to go down.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense? Yes. So
All
please.
the days.
Huh? You have up, you have here, whichever floor is available, and depend on the decision of your leader. Obey your leader. Obey your leader. That's the sunnah, and that's the deed. Okay?
A sister
Yes.
wants to ask question.
Yes, Uncle, you only find
Yeah.
that what you're saying, when you go up, you do more mileage.
Yes.
But even there, you still get more reward anyway.
And even if you go up, you do more mileage. It's quicker than this one here.
Downstairs, because downstairs.
Yeah, downstairs is you take long. Here you go like this. And upstairs you can take your pace. Yeah. So it depends. Yes, sister. One extra, my sister. There is. Each and every one of them has the same demarcation. They will tell you where to start, and you'll be seeing the Kaaba. Face it, please.
There's mark there for you. You see the green line there as well, where you should start and where you can.
Beautiful.
So that means downstairs, we men, there's no time for it to, we can't do the jogging then.
Huh?
Downstairs.
Of course you do it.
You can do it.
Jogging.
No, you can do it.
One place.
You remember the Sheikh was telling you? Jogging is like this. You don't have to move.
No.
Yeah. You trot it, that's all.
You have to do that as part of the sunnah. That's how you have to do it. Now, if you cannot, because so many people are here, because of that time, you can just
Trot.
do it like this
Yeah, that's all.
to do it. But you have to. You don't have to say, okay, no.
You see when you drive in your car, yeah? When you drive in your car,
You got what I mean?
and those guys, they are running. Inshallah, you have one. And those guys, they are running. Those who doing sports. When they come, they stay by the road. What do they do?
Yeah.
Thank you. Like that.
Let's
Yeah. All right.
But inshallah, when you are doing your sign, in Safa and Marwa, they have a place for disabled people, where they have the wheelchairs and so forth. So please do not go and enter into that place. They have them there, you can see them, only for the wheelchairs. So do not say that, oh, I want to go fast, so I have to go and say, no, please. For health and safety, you have enough space for you to go when you're doing your Safa and Marwa.
Now what you've seen there again, just to remind you the starting point. It's just emphasizing that, because very important to for you to start the right place. And then you start the tawaf, you see showing you now the first round, and then to show you the second round, third, and all that the men are in the bar up to the third one, you see, and then until 6,
5, 6.
and then the seventh one. Is that clear? It's just a reminder. And what is indicating is if you can get closer to the Kaaba to start, it's better. And then whilst you're doing it, you start going out little by little. Your leaders will lead you that way. So by the time you're getting out from here, say for instance, if you are lucky to be here to start, you keep going, one. By the time they may lead you, coming out little by little, out little by little. Maybe by the time you finish, you are here. So it's easy to come out from the crowd. Because you see the crowd you saw just now, you have to come out from them. And you don't have to push them. So if you're not careful, you have to do more rounds to get out. And that's not counted, because you need only 7. So if you plan it to do it that way, then you may get out quicker. So the first one, you go as close as possible and start coming out as you're going out. Your leaders will enable you to do it. The reason why I'm saying this to you now, in case you decide to go and do your own nafil tawaf, when leadership are not there, so you know what you should do to ensure that you do it yourself. And it will enable you to know what it is about. You may be able to guide other people as well. Is that clear? Okay, let's do it. Now, if you hear Adhan while you tawaf, what happened? Yes, Auntie? You should. You continue. Make sure you start looking for a place for you to pray. Because Adhan is for fard prayer. And fard prayer is more important than the tawaf. So you have to pray that one. So therefore, when you hear the Adhan, you prepare yourself for the prayer. Look for where you can stop to pray. Some people just continue going around and they stop. And they just, where they stop, they pray there. Is that clear? That should not cause you to leave just because you have the Adhan. If you want to, you can, if you do nothing, you can leave, go out, and then come back again from where you stop and continue from there again where you left off. Is that clear?
Sometimes.
And have in mind how many rounds you have gone.
Yes, Sheikh just reminded me, you should know how many you've done when you stop to do the prayer. And then you continue from
There.
Inshallah.
And sometimes just to draw your attention as well. Some people, they know the times of prayer, which you have to know when you go there. They know the times of prayer. By the time, before Adhan, you see 10, 15 minutes, they stop. They're not moving, huh? While you're doing your tawaf, you're going to have to go because they are waiting. They want to pray there. So they've been lining up waiting for 10, 15 minutes. They're not doing the tawaf. So you don't have to say, okay, I have to jump them or do whatever. Just go wherever safe for you. And if you can stop, it's a discretional one. If you can stop after the adhan, you don't want to continue. You pray your sunnah wherever comfortable, that's fine. You want to continue until they start the iqamah, that's fine. Inshallah.
Okay. Now, here, there's a reminder here for sisters who may be in their monthlies, what they should do if that happens whilst you're there. The leaders will be there to guide you. If that happens, feel free to let them know, or you can find out from here before you go. There are certain things you cannot do. As you know, you cannot pray. Yeah? And you can sit somewhere outside the marble courtyard, but not inside where the Kaaba is. You know, all those rules are there. You cannot perform tawaf or sa'i, and you cannot perform any nawafil prayer at all, in the normal way. So if that happens, seek advice from your leader, because it may happen at different points whilst you are on the journey. So then you seek advice from the leader, say, this has happened now, what do I do? Yes? Is that clear, sisters? Because if we want to go through all the possibilities, we'll be here for much, much longer. So when it happens, seek advice. Or you can ask before you leave, say, if this happens, what do I do? If this happens, what do I do? Sheikh BOADI is here, and the Sheikh will be able to give you advice as to what you should do. Okay? Yes.
Do you advise the sisters to get tablets from their GP to stop their periods?
That's what the Sheikh
Yeah. Okay. أجيب أبو.
What?
أحيانا يجد حبوب لتأخير الحيض.
No, جائز.
نعم. لكن أجيب.
All right, okay, mashallah. Yes, you can do it, provided it will not harm you. If you know that it will not harm you, should in case after you finish, it will not make you to stop having your menses. But if it is something which is normal, alhamdulillah, no problem.
Sister, did you hear the question? Say the question again so
The question is, in case a sister wants to take a pill or tablet to delay their period of menses, is it allowed or not? That's what the Sheikh is saying, it is allowed. Yeah? If it is not harmful to your health. Yeah? It is allowed. And likewise as well, if you are there, you see it, all the Hajj rituals is allowed except the Salah or Tawaf by the Kaaba. But we guide you, and the Sheikh will elaborate on that next week as well, inshallah.
No.
Do you have a female guide?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have a female guide as well around amongst us, who will be with the sisters. When you go to Medina, she will lead you. She will always be with you, inshallah.
Let's move past this one. Now this is Makam Ibrahim. Now coming to perform Sa'i, which is the Safa Marwa. This is an old picture of what it used to be.
You check BOADI's time.
Old picture of what it used to be. We talk already that you're going to do Sa'i, you're starting from Safa to Marwa. We'll come to that again when we keep moving. Check. Now, this is the story of Sa'i itself. You see, showing you how to do it. The first one, start from Safa, go to Marwa, and you count that as one. And then from Marwa, you go back to Safa. Come on, go. No, leave it, it will go by itself. And then that will be the second one.
Maybe it's making a lot of dua.
It's making a lot of one.
One, okay.
Hey, oops.
Okay.
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 Now it's coming out.
Marwa, going back to Safa.
Two.
And then when you get there, you have to make dua. That's why it's delaying there. So remind you after the
I like that.
Yes.
3.
And then,
Hey, this one is bad.
This one, no
5.
here.
This one is 6. He's tired. 7.
so you don't have to go 1, 2, Safa to Marwa, and then Marwa to Safa, then you count as 1. No. It's Safa to Marwa is 1. That's what it's explaining. So remember that. You won't get lost anywhere with this because you'll be with the group when you're doing this kind of thing. This is not something you can say, I'm going to laugh inside. There's no laugh inside. So therefore, you will be guided when you're doing it. But it's good for you to know now that that's what it is, and you're able to do it. And if those of you who got your books, as I say, I'm emphasizing this. If Allah gives you the knowledge, the ability to read and write, get yourself a Hajj book and go through it, and you can follow these things whilst you are there as well. Inshallah.
See something before the Sheikh move on. What's showing here?
And walk faster.
For the men, thank you again. Harola, here. You see this green light is there. They will show you. Within this green as well.
Again, if you're with your wife.
You love your wife. Take your wife to Hajj. Mashallah. Right? Okay? If you're with sisters as well, with them, make sure you just trust. Okay? Between this and that. Okay? And here is Safa. If you start from here, and then you end up 7 here, there is a problem, isn't it? Because some people, they started here and they end up there, they said, I finished. Then which means they did how many?
6.
Huh?
6 or 8.
6 or 8. What about if they did, instead of 7, they do 14? 14.
Oh, you can't do 14.
By the time she finishes, or he finishes, they will just lie down there and say, don't see it like that, you know. Wallahi, when you go, you see that place, immediately when you go 1, don't get discouraged, huh? When you go 1, khalas. You say, you keep looking forward to the 7th. I tell you the truth. You keep looking forward to the 7th one. Alright? Because you keep looking forward to the next one until you finish 7. By the time you finish, it's like a mountain is being removed off your head. It's not easy. And imagine the time of Hajar, when she was running in between the 2 mountains, a woman. Subhanallah. Allahu Akbar.
At that time,
Yeah.
it was not as if you have
No.
with
Yeah.
paved and this
Yeah.
and so forth.
Was mountains rock?
Our time, it was not inside.
Yeah.
That's
Outside.
Yeah, so you can see donkeys, they pass by and then you
Allah
have to stop.
Hey,
Okay, the donkeys
you where the donkey pass? Yeah, boy. Allahu Akbar. You see, Sheikh Badi said in his own time, is outside, not even inside. Now they put here condition,
Yes,
and
yes.
around you have Zamzam and everything. You go, subhanallah, and upon all that, people complain a lot.
Sheikh,
A lot.
mention to them about the Zamzam station in
Yeah.
between them.
Thank you.
very
They have
important.
Zamzam stations
Yeah.
in between these ones. Yeah. Mind you, I can give you this other news. Doing tawaf, you have to do it with wudu. The tawaf is the same as salah. The difference, as Sheikh said to you, غير أنه أو أنه أبيح فيه الكلام. The tawaf is allowed for you to talk, but don't say anything out of except that which is good. That's the tawaf. That's the difference between that tawaf and the salah we do.
But can I sharp my phone and say, hey, I'm here, I'm making, this is my third tawaf that I'm going on.
No, you can't do that. And I will tell you one of the things that you will earn from it. Doing so, first of all, you may distract. Let's put it that way. You doing it, you are focusing on this ibadah.
Yeah.
That one is more important to you. It might be showing off. You're not going there to show off. And Allah will not accept any act that you do, except if you do it to please Him. And that's why Allah said in the Quran, He said, فَمَنْ كَانَ يَرْجُو لِقَاءَ رَبِّهِ فَلْيَعْمَلْ عَمَلًا صَالِحًا وَلَا يُشْرِكْ بِعِبَادَةِ رَبِّهِ أَحَدًا. Whoever hope to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then do righteous deeds. Do not associate anyone to Allah. And the other one, when you're doing it, this one, you're doing it, you want to show them, isn't it? They will be the one to reward you. They will be the one to reward you. You don't have that reward. And why do you go for Hajj? But not this. This is not the dangerous one. Man sanna sunnatan fil Islam, falahu ajru man amila bi. أو تبعه. Anyone who initiated a path in the deen, which is not acceptable, right? You're doing like that, doing. Maybe someone has their phones. They did not remember. Oh, mashallah, shaitan did not conquer there yet. They are doing it. Don't forget, shaitan is there. It's not like in Ramadan he said the time. He's there. Maybe the person forgot about his phone. He's focused in doing stuff, right? Or he'll be thinking, no, phones are not allowed here. My sheikh or whoever told me. And then all of a sudden, they see you. I'm here, you see? Can you see the Kaaba? I see? You stop in other people here, can you see it? You see me? Oh, tell Mama. Like that, right? Now, by doing so, you are distracting someone from their ibadah.
And yourself.
And yourself. Not only that, maybe they will follow you. And once they follow you, every step of sins they commit, they take, you have the same portion as them.
May Allah forgive.
And may Allah save us from that. Please, please,
Don't copy.
do not copy and don't concentrate on this.
And don't start it.
Don't start it. Yeah, don't start it. Focus on your ibadah. The Sahabas Ridwan alayhim, when they come from Hajj or they want to go, they ask Allah to make them years to go. After that, they pray years for Allah to accept it. You don't have any guarantee that Allah will accept your Hajj. So please focus and be a servant of Allah. May Allah accept it.
Amen.
So I take it that you've already explained to them.
Okay, yeah, sister wants to ask you a question.
Just a second. You explained to them the essence of Safa and Marwa and the reason behind it. That has been covered? Okay,
Yes.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Yes, sister.
So, with the tawaf, as you said, it's equates to prayers, so we should be in a state of wudu before that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Thank you,
Yes.
thank you. I started, I did not finish it.
That's me.
Thank you.
No, wait.
What happens if you pass wind?
Yeah.
You have to stop and go and make wudu and continue from where you stopped.
Okay, let me just continue as well from there. I started it, but I did not finish it. And the news I was going to give you when the Sheikh told me about the Zamzam points, yeah? They put stations, they put by the Safa and Marwa. Now, when you're doing tawaf, you have to have wudu. If you break your wudu, as the Sheikh said, you go and renew your wudu, and you continue from where you stop, inshallah. But Safa and Marwa, it is not obligatory for you to have wudu. Yeah? In case you break your wudu, you can still continue, you finish. Okay? So don't be scared to drink more water. But if you drink too much as well, to go out and come inside, hey, that's another problem. That's another tug of war. Trust me. So if you see us again, you will say Alhamdulillah. So don't drink too much. Just do like Sheikh BOADI does. Have your small dates, few dates alpha, and then you drink small Zamzam water. Yes. Inna Safa wal Marwa min sha'airillah. MashaAllah. We come to that inshallah. May Allah reward you for that.
Ameen.
Yes, you can talk about it. You bind them what they need to say. When you are in Safa, before you start, you make that the Sheikh will cover that one. You know it already. And the do's and the don'ts, the thing that you should do or you're not allowed to do when you are doing, you're not allowed to climb up the mountain. Or in fact, now they've covered it anyway, you cannot get there anymore. In the past, it used to be open, people were climbing on top of the mountain, Safa, yeah. But now it's covered now, you can't get there. Women do not run between the green light, as the Sheikh has already told us. And you can make dua as many dua as you want when you're in between the two mountains. Okay, shall we move on? Because I think we've got most of these things. Now, when you finish that,
I love this head.
when you finish this, the seventh trip between Safa and Marwa, the brother will have to go out to shave their yes. And the sisters, what do? Just a finger tip. And where do you do it? So, sorry, where?
Where?
In your room is the best place. Some people start to do it in the haram itself. You see them moving their hijab just to cut it. It's better you go to your room, you do for me, I do for you. Something like that. And get it done that way.
But when I finish, can I bring it?
What?
The hair. Can I bring it to London? I send it back home to my parents.
No,
They keep it. You know why the Sheikh asked? So many questions come to us. And I guess some of you may know it. Even when they have naming ceremony. Is it uncle? Now, some people they ask, they've been keeping those here. For how many ages since I was born? Up to now, the grandparents will tell you, have your hair, put it here. Yeah, Jama. This is...
Okay, Sheikh, make it clear now. What did
You should not. Just throw it. It's just throw it. But make sure you don't throw it somewhere where people have food and everything. No, just put it in the bin.
Are you allowed to put it in the toilet? Flush it?
Yes.
You know why some people are saying flush it? They are scared. They say they take their hair, they do the juju.
What I'm saying.
I know them.
Sister,
I'm an African child.
the important thing is to get rid of it. Just get
You
rid of
can
it.
flush it, you can burn it, wherever. It left with you. Just get rid of it.
So is that clear?
Yeah. And something before you go, Uncle, sorry. Now, when we going to do Umrah, because we'll be doing Hajj Tamattu. The Umrah, as you can see my hair, Alhamdulillah, I got it, but it's going to come before next week, inshallah. I'm praying right now, my sujood, I'm doing lots of dua, so you come off. Like that. Yeah. For the men, they have, I think, know, they have number 1, number 2. Isn't it? Yes. So in case you go to the barber, we are not there, don't ask for number 1. No. Number 1 will make you become like me.
Like me.
Number 2, yeah, ask for number 2. They just cut it and then they leave some here there. And that one for the Hajj, when you do the Hajj. Yeah? One brother, he shaved, there was no hair. He said he wants to do Umrah. He said, Sheikh, what can I do? I said, go and take the skin off. He said, okay, it's enough. So yeah, so inshallah number 2. Instead of the other one. Let's keep going. Can I continue, Uncle? Yes, sir, Habibi.
With regards to the Zamzam, you see some people pour it on their heads. Is that something good?
Mashallah. The brother said, with regards to the Zamzam, you see some people they pour it in the head. And for you who go with your husbands, who amongst you go with your husbands here? The wife? Mashallah, yeah. Where's your husband? He's not here today, right? Or is there? Mashallah, that's good. He's hiding his head. You know what you need to do to him? Tell him that, please, go to Haram, carry 2 buckets of Zamzam for me, bring it. I want to wash. Yeah? Anyway, the brother is saying, he says some people, they pour the water, Zamzam on their head, everywhere. It's the problem. One thing you have to know: the Zamzam is to drink. He said the Mashuri Bada. The Rasul said, well, for the purpose that you drink it. If you rub you wash, that's no problem. It's still water. Inshallah, that's no problem for it. Okay? You see, all of us keep putting it. I say, Allah, let me become more handsome. Allah Akbar.
No, that's the end of the Umrah. Any question on the Umrah before we go to Hajj? Any question from the sisters or brothers regarding the Umrah? Because we're moving now. As I kept on saying, make sure you get your Hajj book with you, which will help you as well. It will help you to help the leaders. And now we have mobile phones. Those days when there were no mobile phones, it's difficult to find people. Now you have mobile phones, now you have the SIM cards and things like that. Make sure you keep it. Wherever you are, you phone them, tell them I'm here. They will say, wait there, I'll come and pick you up. Okay? This is very, very important. Okay.
Yeah, when you finish the Umrah, the last one, before you go to Hajj, do you have to take off your ihram before
yes,
you
after you've done your... after you shave.
Yeah, I know that.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry.
After you finish side,
I know.
you do the head and then you are off the ihram now.
Yeah, for them I'm saying.
Yes, for the brother. Sorry, we missed that bit. Sheikh Abdurrahman just draw our attention. When you finish and you shave your head, then these 2 sheets that you put it on, you can take it off now. But not in the street.
Because when he said he can take out now, that's why I was waiting.
Because you might be in the barber shop and do it there, and then you wait until when you get to your room, and then you change and wear your normal
finish that one.
Yeah, thank you very much, Uncle. Yeah. And Sheikh BOADI mentioned that, just a minute, sorry about that, Uncle, forgive me. Sheikh BOADI mentioned that last week. And that's why I always say to people, when you come, take notes. Take notes, not notes by writing sometimes, but at least mentally put it in your mind. He mentioned that when you finish, you're doing Hajj Tamattu. Remember he was talking about the Hajj, the different Hajj. not the different types of Hajj or the different, he was talking about the different procedures of what? Because Hajj is one, you only have different procedures. And then he was talking about the tamattu that we're going to do. And that's why you're going to do the slaughtering. Because you're going to enjoy. You do the ihram after the umrah, you take off what? Your ihram, and then you're going to put it on again the 8th for us to start to go to Mina. That's where you're going to put it. That's for the Hajj. Yeah, that's for the year. And for the men, normally I always say to the brothers, get 2 ihram. 2 ihram.
2 sets.
Yeah, 2 sets. Not just 2 like this. Thank you very much, Uncle. You got this 1 set, and you got another set. And when you have that one, maybe the one for the umrah, maybe you've been coming where you'll be sitting everywhere, it's dirty or everything. It's no problem for you to use it again, but it would be better if you have 2 sets. Inshallah, then you would use that one for Hajj, because Hajj is going to be more dirty. So if that one is dirty, then you come again for Hajj, mashallah. That would be like, you know, someone is just coming from the grave. Allah Akbar.
Yes, by your question.
Yes.
At what point do you know where your haram is? From the airport or at what point?
Well, that was the beginning from the miqat. It depends on which airline you're using.
I'm sorry to ask, I was
Answer that question.
Can we say something?
It's regarding that one.
Our miqat will be from Medina. Our Hajj, we're going to Medina first. No, we're going to Medina first. Yes, Abiyad, yes. We're going to Medina first. Once we finish our program in Medina, we will then proceed to Miqat. The bus, the coach that will be bringing us to Mecca will stop at
practically with the imams. And sometimes not all books. There are so many guidebooks as well. You're going to be very careful. They said giving some kind of book sometimes, especially I don't want to say some background. I don't want to call any background, whatever. Here, they bring some kind of guide and it's going to be a problem for you. But they are the basic one, nice ones. Yeah. The uncle, as he's saying, if you have those ones, they are simple.
Step by
you
step.
can read them step by step. You know it. But even though you have them, ask. Ask.
I'm sorry.
We have examples of those names of the
book.
Can I say something, please? Brother Sulaiman.
This is a problem which I've introduced. The reason is, you go to any Islamic bookshop, you want book on Hajj and Umrah, not more than £5. You can select the one which is more readable. I can't say buy this or buy that. You can select whichever one.
Can I just say something?
Your leader, but that will help you when you read for yourself. You understand what the thing is all about.
Can I say, excuse me, can I say something about this book, please?
Yeah.
It's good Sheikh Brother Sulaiman is mentioning about the book. Sometimes, you know, different ulamas have different opinion and different interpretation of how things are. Normally, ever since we started, we've never recommended you to buy any book. Because so that it doesn't conflict with what we are telling you, and then you will come and say, oh, Sheikh said this. No, my book said this. Please, it will bring confusion. It's good you get a book, but what normally happens is, remember, we've all been to school. We could buy a textbook and start reading. But these sessions that we are doing, asking questions through the sheikhs, seeking further clarification is the best option that we will propose for you. We don't want to be in a situation where a judge will come to us and say, no, book said this. Why are we not doing this?
It happened last year.
Then it's going to create a lot of discomfort, disharmony among us. If you trust your sheikh, if you trust what we're telling you, inshallah, we will make sure that we do the right thing because we have our sheikhs with us. And Sheikh BOADI has spent the last 3 weeks with us. The next week will be 4 weeks. Please, whatever questions you have, fire it. Again, when we go to Hajj, alhamdulillah, Sheikh Yusuf will be with us. I am not a sheikh, but practical Hajj, alhamdulillah, I know what to do. And I know what to tell you, and I know how to direct you on what to do. And we will point you at the right direction to do the right thing. We don't want to have a situation where we will be conflicting and lots of argument. Last time we had this situation, a lot of Hujjaj will come and be telling us, yes.
They came and joined us. They even left their group and they came to come and join us.
All this is the issue of these books. It's good brother is mentioning about the books. If you want to get it back, please don't depend on that so much, and don't use it to become an avenue of argument and saying we are not right. Please.
Haji,
Now.
what about the booklet Sheikh Mahmoud introduced last
I have
Yes.
booklet, yeah.
Yes.
If you
Well,
want,
that one.
I can produce that.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll look into that,
Yeah,
inshallah.
Inshallah, I will send that to you.
All right.
It's good you mention it because in YouTube you have very conflicting presentation.
Absolutely.
Everybody is presenting. But is it cheaper to buy the two pieces of cloth here or wait until we get there?
It depends on your load. For example, here, always they bring it from Saudi and they put a markup. So if they're selling it for £10 in Medina, for example, you will buy it £20
Let's
here.
wait there.
So for me, I always advise HAAJJ, wait till we get to Medina, you buy. But some people want to have a peace of mind. They want to be comfortable. They want to know that they are ready. There is no harm in buying it here. But,
How do we transfer the plane? Normally.
say again?
To the plane.
To the plane, just like you are.
Okay.
Even in Medina, just like you are, that's how you dress in Medina. Hello? Even in Medina, everywhere, this is how you dress. There is no special dress. You can wear anything as far as it's compliant with Islamic code of dressing. All what you need to do is to ensure that your dress is in accordance with the Islamic code of dressing. But otherwise, you can wear anything. You can wear your cap, you can do anything. Please, 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 let us be mindful of what we are doing. If our flight this year, we have 2 baggage allowance of 23 kilos each. So if you want to get a ram from here, as I said, so be it. If you want to wait till we get to Medina, in front of our hotel, even in our hotel, on the outside of the hotel, there are lots of shops that will sell you a high quality ihram for you to do your hajj. For the women, sometimes people will sew their own white clothes from here and take it over. If you don't want to sew anything, you want to use an abaya for ihram, again, you can buy a very nice, beautiful ihram in Medina. If you want to buy something from here as well, you are welcome. If you want to sew something like we mentioned last week about people sewing something nice and bright, so be it. Whatever you choose to do, make sure that it's in compliance with Islamic code of dress. Any question or anybody wanting to seek further clarification before we move for Hajj? Bearing in mind, time is not on our side this week. Yeah, the sister wants a question. Yes, sister.
Yes, I want to ask, because they told you say 23, no hand luggage.
There is hand luggage. That's why it's automatic. Hand luggage is automatic. It's 8 kilos. 8 or it's between 6 and 8, but we say 8 kilos. Not more than 8, please.
So with that, can you have in addition like ladies' handbag?
You do. Normally with the ladies, you allow your handbag and your hand luggage. Yes, that's a normal traveling arrangement.
Is it 43, 46 kilos not enough?
Say again?
I'm just asking the ladies. 43
It's not enough,
Please
no.
don't ask them that.
The thing is, when we go, at the time we reach in Medina, yeah, when we arrive, you have some of the HAAJJ who were with us last year. I can see the other sister at the back, mashallah. My sister, just stand up for you to say salam, please.
No, you don't have much time now.
Yeah, Sister Baya, yeah. Mashallah, very lovely sister. She asked us what she will tell you exactly how we've been moving here and there. But when you go and fill your bag or wherever, just get ready to carry it yourself. Don't call me or I told you and I keep saying it. I'm short already. I don't want to be shorter. I beg you. So please, all you need to call me when you have money, you call me. You say, Sheikhs, if I have money, yeah, I will take it. Don't put it there. I'm just joking. Yeah? So inshallah,
Okay, let's move on.
So we have very brief time now.
You got a question, brother?
So if, for instance, if somebody wants to perform Umrah,
No.
or someone, like for Hajj Tamattu,
Yeah.
how do they do it? Like what's the process if they, before the Hajj, if they want to perform Umrah for someone who passed?
Before the Hajj?
No.
Okay, after you've done your Umrah already, you have come out of your Ihram waiting for Hajj?
No, for Hajj Tamattu. If somebody from here, they want to perform Umrah before the Hajj for someone else, if they perform Umrah before.
Okay. Now the question is if someone wants to perform Umrah on behalf of someone, but they went with us in the group.
They perform Umrah before.
They have already performed their Umrah.
Like he's been for Umrah twice.
Yeah.
So he's just saying that if you
If
want to
somebody
go
wants
on
to
Umrah, so
perform
can you do it on behalf of someone like?
If somebody
No,
okay.
no, he wants to do for the Umrah for somebody else.
For somebody else,
As
because
part of his Hajj.
No, because it's tamattu,
you
can't. No, you can't. Yeah,
because
that's
your
part of
Hajj,
it. No.
your Hajj tamattu, that Umrah is part of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
So
part
you
of
would,
it. No, you have to.
Because the
Yeah.
question wasn't very clear.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. MashaAllah.
Getting ready for Hajj. First day of Hajj.
Bismillah.
As Sheikh has already mentioned, on the 8th of Dhul Hijjah, you would, or before that, you leave Medina.
No, on the 8th.
On the 8th, you will be on your Ihram again.
Yeah.
The sisters will make the niyat, because that's what you need. Your dressing is the same. The brothers will take the cloth, 2 cloths again, and then move on. Sometimes, I don't know how Sheikh Al-Wakar they do it. Sometimes some people wait until they get to Abiyali before they do it. But sometimes I prefer to do it in the hotel, and then go to Abiyali, just pray the 2 rakah, and then do the intention, and then move on.
That is how exactly we do that. Taking our ihram in Medina, we take it in our hotel room. We do our ghusl in our hotel room, but we don't do the intention. You can put your ihram and everything, no intention whatsoever. When we get to Abiyad Ali, which is the miqat, that is when we go in and renew our wudu. And then when we pray our nawafil in the masjid and do tahiyyat al-masjid, when we come down onto the coach, before the coach leaves, we do our intention for the performance of our umrah, and then we start the talbiyah.
Okay, what the Sheikh has just said, that is one way to do it. But does it mean that you cannot make your intention in your hotel? The only thing is when you make the intention, you're already in the state of Ihram. But it's better if you do it in Abiyali, because that's what Prophet
It's your phone. Let me take it for him. Your phone is...
because the Prophet did when he went to Abiyali. Yes?
Yeah. Oh, my intention was on the phone. Oh, you're talking about the intention, right? Yeah,
I'm saying it's better to do it that way, what Sheikh Abakar just said, because that was the Sunnah. Prophet did it in Abiyali.
Yes.
It's an alarm.
Okay. Yeah, what I want to buttress on that as well, may Allah reward our uncle. We might even get him here next week. Just we summarize, and then we'll summarize the other stuff. Then you get checked, we'll summarize everything. Because next week, Sunday, will be inshallah the last session.
Saturday.
You see, I love you guys so much that I want you Saturday and Sunday. Now, that will be inshallah our last session before we leave. You know, when
cover anything on the Hajj?
yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. For example, yeah, if I take my keys, just a quick one, practical one. Now, Sheikh, for example, Sheikh say, oh, Sheikh Yusuf, let's go to somewhere. And then I come and take my car keys like that to go out to my car. What does it indicate? Huh? So do I need to enter my car? I said, Allahumma inni nawaitu anna suqa sayara. Allah, I intend to drive my car.
No.
Do I need it?
No.
You're living right now. Sheikh mentioned something. You know, subhanallah, when we want to listen, we listen and we understand. I was listening every session, not because I'm a sheikh. Alhamdulillah, the least knowledge I have, I don't even get closer to what a sheikh has. May Allah give me knowledge, beneficial one as well.
Ameen.
Like sheikh or more than him. Isn't it?
Yes.
Ameen, Ya Rab. Now, everything he says, it goes in here, myself. Because as a human being, as a child, as a son, you learn every single day.
Absolutely.
And when I go with you as well, I learn from everyone. Trust me, I'm like this. When he's saying things, I'm listening, I'm learning. Sometimes I pretend as if I don't know what he's saying. Right? Now, the Sheikh mentioned something. He said the month of Hajj. The month of Hajj, isn't it?
Yes.
He said when you intend the month of Hajj from here, you've already intended to go to Hajj right now. Are you sitting here without the intention to go to Hajj?
No.
You've already intended to go to Hajj.
Absolutely.
It's in here. I don't have to say it, Allah, I've intended to go to Hajj. I keep telling, no. You've already intended. That's why you register. That's why you paid your money. That's why you are here. Otherwise, you wouldn't sit here.
Absolutely.
Isn't it? That's one. So you've already got the intention. And the Sheikh gave an example of a sister who died. Isn't it? That sister was with regards to the good deeds that she was doing, isn't it? Now they said, he mentioned the ayah that anyone who go out, fi sabilillah, the sister was going to pray, so going for haram and hajj. While she came out from the plane in Jeddah, right? The first thing she saw is, oh, I've come to the land of where? Haram. At the land of Kaaba. In Jeddah, you know, not even closer to Haram there. She prostrated, not knowing that she was dead. She died. And Allah said, anyone who leave his home or her home, intending to worship Allah, striving on the path of Allah, Allah said, if they die on that path, their reward is with me. So this is what we need to know. Their reward. From now on, you have got that intention. You are going, alhamdulillah. If anything happens, anything happens, may God forbid that. Not because I'm saying it. Allah knows who will be traveling the plane, who will not. Right? I pray that Allah make it easier for all of us to go. But anyone who have paid their money, they intended purely to please Allah. If they die before that time, they still get the reward. Innamal a'mal, Allah will reward you according to your intention. So when we go to Medina, you already got the intention. But what we normally do, as the Sheikh said, we put on our ihram, get everything prepared in the hotel. Right? You still have your intention. But where are you going to say the intention? Because the Hajj, you have to say it. The Umrah, you have to voice it out. Not just saying it here. Sheikh mentioned that last week and the week before. He said that when we live in Medina, because we're going to perform Umrah. Is it Umrah or Hajj? Good. We're going to perform what? Umrah. Not from Medina, we're going to perform a Hajj. Be careful. Sheikh mentioned that up to 3 or how many times. He said, be careful what you say. When you say, Labbaik Allahumma Umratan. Umrah. No Hajj. If you say Hajj, mashallah, I love that. You see this ihram? You wouldn't know that it's difficult to wear it until you are in it. Some people, they will just wish, they will ask, when should I take this off? But trust me, you will not take it off. So you say, Labbaik Allahumma Umrah. Only Umrah. It means, oh Allah, I have intended, I have answered to your call, I intended to perform what? Umrah. Only Umrah. And then we go now. We perform, we keep saying what the Sheikh was saying, Labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika laka labbaik, inna alhamda wa ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika lak. We go until we do whatever we have to do, we perform our Umrah. When we finish, as Uncle guided us as well, or draw our attention, that when we finish, you take off your, I call it shave your hair, yeah, for men. And then the sister, you cut a bit, then inshallah, you can take off that ihram. You can wash, you can do everything, except what? I love that. That's why I'm not going with Auntie this year. Now, yeah? So you can do it all. Alhamdulillah. Then after that, inshallah, you wait for the 8th. That's where the Sheikh was going to come. The 8th. And that 8th, that's where you're going to put on your ihram again. New one. And that one, you do it from your hotel. Where we are, in Mecca. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, thank you. Then you're gonna say it again. Allahumma, labbaik Allahumma what? Hajj. Hajj. And that's one, mashallah. You see, everybody knows now. That one you'll be enjoying, going there, mashallah. We're going now to Mina. The first day you want to know where African are, where auntie, your uncle, your brother, your sister. As long as you get lost, the way Alhaji Garba get lost. No problem. As I said to you, we're going to have nicknames we're going to give you. That nickname, I give fatwa on that. I said that one is halal. We go Aja Medina, Aja Arafah, Aja Muzdalifa, Aja, where is it?
Jamra.
Aja Jamra. Yeah, Sheikh Jamra, Sheikh Musa. Sheikh Musa is Jamra. And all of them, you're going to get lost. Either way, somehow. But inshallah, you'll be okay. Okay? Inshallah. So don't worry. We manage to get the Sheikh next week. Inshallah. But that time, inshallah, we'll be here 4 o'clock.
Coming next week. If he's coming next week, we revert the Hajj to
yeah,
next
we'll
week.
do the Hajj for next week. If possible.
Are you coming
if he's
next
coming. It depends if he's
Come next week. Then we revert the Hajj next week.
Okay. Oh, okay. Inshallah, the Sheikh.
If I answer now, then
Just like,
something I've agreed.
Okay, Sheikh will check his diary.
Yeah.
For next week,
They will go to the Hajj.
Continue the session for Hajj. So we keep praying that his diary allows him to be here with us.
Inshallah.
So that we can see the graphical presentation on the
And inshallah, if if he's not here or anything else, we'll still continue with the same presentation. I will have the presentations, everything to present to you. We'll give you the old ones and the new one, how it is right now. And I want to give you as well some the live movements of the people. We'll have those ones, you see how they move, and inshallah where we get. Okay? But please do ask any question you may want to ask. And I beg those who have not passed money through my hand yet, I beg you, I'm begging you for the sake of Allah, don't go through that door without talking to me. I beg. You see? Yeah, thank you. I have, yeah, inshallah, thank you. And before we continue, I have, from those who came through me, I'm not saying it's one group, huh? There are some people who have not filled in their next of kin and other stuff. Please make sure, I'm going to give you those papers to fill in all your details. And then inshallah, in case we have to contact anyone, we will have your details with us for the month. Okay? Keep smiling. And any question?
Yeah.
Yes.
The medical certificate.
Yeah.
The drugs you're taking with you.
Yeah.
So when is the latest, the last date for handing them over?
So hand them to you.
The medical.
You haven't given me yours yet.
No.
Hey.
The last day for.
Next week, you can bring it next week.
No. Next week is
He said medical. Medical, he said.
Oh, not the meningitis, medical.
No, not the meningitis.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, talk to us.
medical.
Now I can bring it next week, inshallah. Just before you travel.
Yeah, bring it next week.
Yeah, okay, yes, my darling sister. Your passport. Mashallah, someone was asking me, said, Sheikh, can we get a passport today? I said, no. I said, we're not going to. Huh? This is Kuruma. Today, I was actually. Yeah, actually, what happened? You remember last week, right? Now, let me tell you one thing. What happened? The artillery is on the go. Yeah, send it. What happened last week, you were told that they intend, listen carefully, we are in the masjid, we did not promise to give you today. We said that the possibility, they try to do everything the best for them, for your passport to be available today. Now there are two sets we have. We have the British passports and the non-British. So all those who live here. Now what they do, the British ones, they scan them, they don't enter into the embassy. They send the visas, okay? They just send the visas on the paper. And then the non-British ones enter, they come as well with the I got it. With the stamp. Not stamp, they don't give stamp now. Just the same paper, the same visa. Now what we do, we have two things we normally do. We are families. We don't give one passport and the other one is not there. That's one. And we don't do that. We never do that, I will not do that. And the second one is the passports are being scanned. They were supposed, you know, Saudi Arabia, sometimes they delay, they tell you Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday they send the visas. They want to give you your passports when the visas are at the corner. We've got them, alhamdulillah. Someone was asking, said, Sheikh, do I have visa? Everyone has got their visa. Before you even give us a passport, they give us visas for 50 people. That's what they do now, not like the way they do in Africa, or you know, the embassies. Now, I'm not degrading Africa, I'm just saying here. When you go to the embassy, you apply for your visa, and then you'll be waiting, you'll be thinking whether I will get it or not. No, it doesn't happen like that. For us, they allocated 50 visas for us. And that's why we cannot take more than 50. Because otherwise you will apply for more, right? Only 50, and those 50 are being allocated. Once they got your documents or whatever, the passport that you gave, they send it to Saudi Arabia. Saudi send a code for you, finish, you got your visas. All of you got your visas. All. We just want them on the paper and then we give you next week so you can have them together. And why we don't give you your visas now if they have them? The paper that we have, that visa they put on the paper, when we give it to you for over 2 weeks, some of them they lose them. It's gonna be a problem. So we give it to you on Saturday. Saturday you have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I will even suggest you leave the original here, you take the copy with you. So at the airport we have it. Or otherwise you take the original, we have the copy here. So I'll make sure we have all those copies before we give them to you. Inshallah. So all of you have got your visas, by the way. Inshallah, yeah? So don't worry about that.
The question the brother was asking is about the medicine you are allowed to take there.
Yeah, that's what, yeah. Yeah, that's what it's on.
So that's why he was trying
Yes, that's why I say he should bring it next week. Because I spoke with him last week.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. Any question? Now?
Yeah, any question?
What about the itinerary for them?
The itinerary has been sent. They all have the
We will send the itinerary also. Sometimes you can send them by WhatsApp.
Yeah, I've already done that. Any question, please do ask. Now,
what's the process of the control drug? I know you mentioned last week briefly.
Okay, the process for the controlled drugs, if you know you carry any controlled drugs, obviously it's a prescription medication which the GP prescribes for you. The advice is get the GP to write a note, your name, date of birth, address. I, Dr. So-and-so, prescribe this medication for whatever to take it. Because normally within the box and the label doesn't count. Repeat prescription doesn't count because it doesn't say anything. It's only a name and that's it. Sometimes, yes, but they need something in writing. Saudi authorities are different. If they don't see anything written in a letter headed with a stamp, they will put you aside.
So anyone?
Not anyone, only controlled drugs, those that requires home office license. Like the morphines, dimorphin, oxycontin, oxycodons, tramadols, and things. So the mere fact that you have a repeat prescription doesn't say anything. The fact that you have the medication, the label, and the name on the box doesn't convince them. So get that notification from your GP, and then let us have that, and then we will stand on your behalf and talk. We don't want them to detain you. That's the last thing we want. And they are very notorious. Whatever you tell them, they say no way. If you want to challenge them, it becomes a problem. So they are not to be argued with, they are not to be challenged, they are not to be shown what to do also. Because if you tell him what to do, that is where your problem begins more. That means they don't know their job. You are now an expert in their own place and place of work. So they are very anti that. Please be mindful of that.
And I want to remind myself and you all of something very important. We all know that we're going to Hajj, right? And we should take this very serious. Sheikh BOADI mentioned last week, he said your money cannot buy your Hajj. Not even your efforts. There was a time when the Rasul said, he said, no one will enter Jannah except through the mercy and forgiveness of Allah. And then one of the Sahabas said, he said, Wala anta ya Rasulullah. He said, not even you. And then he said, not even myself. Except if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cover us with his mercy. That's the first thing, right? You going means that you've been chosen by the Creator. You should be thankful and grateful that Allah has chosen you. That's the first thing. Wallahi, had it not been the guidance of Allah, you wouldn't have even paid 1p. 1p you will not pay it. But it's a blessing, and take advantage of it. I keep reminding my brothers, my fathers, my sisters and mothers, because it's very important. The Sheikh mentioned, he said once you go there, you blow it off. Puff. It's only once, huh? This one you go in now, that's what counted. After that, no. The one like us, we are going, this is more of ibadah, more. Allah will write it down. But it's not like the first one. So this is the first one. And the last that you have. Not to go there, inshallah, you'll be going there every year. Inshallah, say Amin. Yeah. See, when I went there, I said, Allah, make this place be like my veranda. Yeah, I did. Alhamdulillah, Allah make it happen. Yeah. Once you ask Allah there, He will give it to you. You go there anytime you want. This is better than Disney. It's better than all the time going Spain, yeah? They said Spain. Going to America. Let's go to Haram. Take your children there. Let them learn from it. Maybe the day you are not alive, they will learn, take your footsteps. But please do whatever it takes. So for us, whatever bad side of us we have, myself standing before you, don't think I'm perfect, huh? I'm not. Maybe I'm the least amongst you. I'm not. But whatever ego, whatever side of you that you think will disturb you when you go there, please vanish it here. Leave it. Just for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It doesn't make any difference, because that 3 weeks is going to be one of the most difficult days for you in your life. Because it's the greatest test you're going to have ever. I mention again, if you don't have difficulties when you go to Hajj, then question your Hajj. But you're going to have difficulties. Inshallah, it's not going to be from the group. May Allah make it easier for us. Maybe from someone else. Maybe transportation. Maybe the weather. 2 years. Is it 2 years? We had
2 years.
2 years back. As is here. You know what happened? It is one of the hottest years I've ever experienced in Makkah. The hottest. Uncle, yes. My uncle was there.
Yes.
Allah tested us some kind of test. Allahu Akbar. Myself, I was like this. Hey, Allah.
It's very hot.
Yeah. It's extremely hot. And to make it worse, the one who is the head of the hotel, the one who is the head we are sharing, he's a man who doesn't even care. Right? The restaurants, no food there. No, so. And not only that, the worst electricity went off. Hey! Allahu Akbar. Imagine you're in the heat. Here is Atiyabina sitting there. The heat, wallahi, the heat. When I say heat, then you are there. Even when the air condition was blowing, it was bringing heat.
That's the year they had that stampede.
Yes. It was bringing heat. And we were there. Food. Waiting the food, waiting for this. We need to run there. Well, if you see me that time, if they said, this is your son, you say, he's not skinny like this. Yeah, but it's part of the test. It's part of Hajj. Alhamdulillah, they persevere. And that makes us to improve bit by bit more and more. Now it's getting more improved far. Alhamdulillah, we don't go as a here anymore. You enjoy, where you go, mashallah, you relax. But please, I'm saying this for you to equip. Get yourself ready. Get yourself ready and be more charitable. If you go and buy bread, if Sheikh Yusuf does not want, call Sheikh Garba. Hey, that's the worst.
That's why I'm thinking. If I buy 3 now, you don't want, I end up throwing it away.
No. Trust me, you will get. You will always get. When you go, don't buy for yourself until you return. You will always get. Trust me. You will get more than 3. Inshallah, so please be more charitable, be nice, be kind, call your sister, call your brother, talk to them nice, encourage them, help them. If you see your mom or your brother, they are struggling, help them carry to work. You see, Auntie Awa, one Auntie Awa was here. My brother, Rafiq, who went, that one was Auntie Awa's job. No, Auntie Awa was his job. He was just carrying Auntie Awa, do tawaf here, do this, like that. Let's help each other. We are all family. Feel free to meet me. Feel free to meet the Sheikh. Feel free to meet Sheikh BOADI. Inshallah, you will see Sheikh BOADI. Say takbir. Takbir. May Allah accept it. I promise you, by the grace of Allah, you will see Sheikh BOADI. Not here, you will see him in Medina, you will see him in Mecca. Inshallah, Inshallah, you will see Sheikh BOADI, he will be with you. By the grace of Allah, inshallah. He said I should not tell you the secrets. This is the secrets I told you now. Inshallah, you will see him. We're not using the same plane, but you see him, inshallah. As you landed, maybe he'll be in your hotel, he waits for you. He said, okay, come and meet me. You know that one, he walk with, you read for the jinn a lot. You see, he removed those jinn. I don't know which helicopter they're going to give him, but inshallah, you see him, inshallah, in Medina. Then you see him in Mecca, you see him in Minna, you see him, inshallah, in Arafah, and he will be with you, inshallah. So you have so many sheikhs going to be with you this year. So this year, mashallah, is a bonus. But amazingly, you got the muadhin makes adhan here, isn't it? So you got the same imam board there, then you do muadhin as well as go with us. Look at the muadhin sitting there. So he will be the one responsible for adhan. Allah Akbar. We are there as well, he's doing his adhan job. We come. He's Al-Jari, our neighbor, inshallah. Okay? May Allah reward you. So don't forget, inshallah, I want to put some, I call it shito. Some people, they put shito, isn't it? They like pepper. Shito? Shito. Shito. Yeah? You do shito. But please don't take cassava leaf there.
I was going to ask.
Your hotel, alhamdulillah, you got everything. No. The hotels we have in Medina and Mecca and Hilton, they even prepare the food as you want them. No, they don't have kenda. You can take kenda with you. Yeah, you can take kenda with you. You can take snacks. It's fine. But please, when you take it, you can take your paste, brush, and everything. I'll try to get these items. Inshallah, post them to you. But don't ask me, Sheikh, you did not post them because I don't know when I'm going to post them to you. Because I have lots to do. So inshallah to know. Just make sure you take your paste and brush or whatever, just items that you need, inshallah. Try not to take those scented soap. Yeah? Please, you're not allowed to use perfume when you're having your ihram. We're going to come to that again to round up next week, inshallah, so that we benefit, inshallah. Yeah? Any question? Yes, my humble brother.
Brush or comb
Nah? Yeah, you can brush your comb here, inshallah, it's not a problem, inshallah. And whatever drops off, it's fine. Brush and comb your hair.
No, you don't need that.
Sheikh Bari said you don't even need it.
That's not the place for that.
Yeah, because it will make you some kind of draw attention. That one is looking at you, are handsome, how this, mashallah. He said you don't need that, don't worry. Yeah. Anyone?
But you can do it when you don't have the ihram.
Because you know when you get the ihram, yeah, shaitan comes, that's when your fingernails grow. And you got those annoying one. They just stay there like, they don't go, yeah? Because he knows that you're not going to do it. Shaitan comes and convinces. Any question, please? So are we happy? Yeah. You shito? Shito, me, I don't eat shito. Don't worry. For me, I don't eat shito. I don't even eat shitty. Yeah, you're allowed to take it. As long as you don't put it in the I call it. No. I call it bottle that we break in there. I don't know how they do shito. They put it in the plastic bottle. Plastic container. And please make sure you take enough for your sisters. Because you're not going to take for yourself only.
But because the shito is good for Mina.
Yeah, for Mina it's good.
But the rest of the hotels you don't need.
No, you don't need it.
It's only for Mina. It's very important. Because it helps with the food that they serve by the of Hajj.
Yeah. Be careful. Because you keep going and eat it until you can't even perform your umrah anymore. Yes, sister. Yeah, they have to trim it here, everything.
Yes, they do.
Someone said, what about if the person is used to cover his head when he sleeps? Well, there I think you will not sleep, or you can't cover your head. And those who are snoring, I keep repeating, please, the snorers, I beg, I'm not laughing like mocking at you though. Maybe I don't know if I snore, or when I sleep, maybe my friends they will tell me. But when you do I beg, Sheikh Badi even knows the type of snore, sorry. Please tell us.
Isn't they have a spray that you spray?
Oh, is it? They have spray, yeah? That you spray.
I don't know how.
I don't know. Is it make you not to snore? Well, I beg, that spray must have done something. Hey! Okay, and then something to remind you again, we organize Hajj Badal. MashaAllah, something the Imams have done. May Allah bless Sheikh BOADI. So bring you these beautiful ideas and the masjid here. A brother passed away. And our brother, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, is one of the brothers who always come to this masjid all the time. The brother died in his house for 2 weeks before he was found. And his family, they're all Christians. And the Christian brother came to me and Sheikh because he heard this brother. They keep talking about me and Sheikh and everything. So they came, he said, the brother has died, he hasn't got any family except us. So it was a bit strange. The blood brother said, you are his family. And then he said, okay. He said, so the brother needs to be buried. What are the procedures? So we told him everything. We said, okay, this you're going to have to pay this. Then he looked at me and Sheikh, he said, where am I going to get that money? He said, so it is your body, so you take it. Hey, may Allah forgive him. So alhamdulillah, this masjid, Allah bless this masjid so much. When Allah wants to benefit a society, community, He gives them good leaders. That one I will tell you the truth. The executive members and trustees of this masjid, they've worked so hard. And amazingly, you know what makes it work? Because they listen to whatever Allah says and the Sunnah. If you want to conquer, defeat Uncle Abdurrahman sitting there, just tell him Allah says, the Rasul says. He will keep quiet straight away. But if you don't tell him Allah says, Yusuf say, he will tell you, bring him, no. What Allah says. Now, whenever someone listens to the words of Allah, that's the best. Because he said, وَمَا كَانَ لِمُؤْمِنٍ وَلَا مُؤْمِنَ إِذَا قَضَى اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ أَمْرًا أَنْ يَكُونَ لَهُمُ الْخِيرَةُ مِنْ أَمْرِهِمْ وَمَنْ يَعْصِ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ فَقَدْ ضَلَّ ضَلَالًا مُبِينًا. He said, it is not befitting a believing man or woman when they say to you, Allah says, the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam say, and then you keep questioning. But that one is the Quran, the Sunnah, no. No, you don't do that. You listen and you obey. And this is what they do. They have them, Alaji Boy and others. They are working very hard. I tell you the truth. You wouldn't know how difficult it is to look after people or lead the people. Wallahi, until you get there. It's one of the greatest responsibility. The greatest. May Allah give us the reward of Al-Qiyamah. Because I wouldn't want to wait for you to come to Al-Jannah before I enter. I want to enter quick before you enter anyway. But however, to finish the story for you, the brother, we said, okay, we talked to the executive. A day, in fact, the same day we want to raise the fund, that's when we call all of them. They call Abdurrahman, and then they said, no, Sheikh, let's do it. We raised fund, BRIXTON Mosque, and then, alhamdulillah, we got the money to bury the brother. We buried him on Tuesday, alhamdulillah. And amazingly, that's why I mentioned in this story. Sheikh BOADI always said, when we were in the car, he said, Sheikh, he said, it's very good to always mingle yourself with good people. Very good. That brother, he didn't leave any family that we know, or son, or whatever. Alhamdulillah, some of you have children. But what he has earned and what he is earning is unbelievable. The money we raised, we have over 2,000 pounds left. And not only that, you know what we did? We decided to dig a well for him in Ghana, As-Sadaqa Jariyah. But amazingly, let me tell you what happened. We decided to do Hajj Badal for him this year. Hajj for the brother, you see? And even the older mosque, they decided to dig some wells for him. So imagine, do you think Allah will reward someone if they were not good like that? Please, be amongst the good ones. This masjid, wherever you are, please, if you haven't used to come here, Saturday, even if you are 10 miles away, try to come. It's not just the Hajj, we have sessions every Saturday, different sheikhs, including Sheikh BOADI. Every Saturday, we have food, we sit together. Maybe your problem, we share it with your sister or your brother, we all comfort each other. And that one increases your iman. Maybe through that, you will earn the blessings of this world and the hereafter. So we organize Hajj Badal. If your brother or sister or father, they've gone to the world beyond, they have not performed Hajj, please do meet me. I will organize that for you, for them to perform Hajj. I remember, oh yeah, even the auntie, is it, who performed Hajj last year, I think for your family, I think also. Okay, the other sister, yeah, the other sister. So may Allah accept it. Amen. So that's what I have got for you today. Inshallah, I think we're coming to the end of the session. Is it? Yes. So please don't go. There will be food after the Salah. We all eat. And for those who have to see me, please, I'm begging you for the payments. Today is the last day. I need to see everyone. Inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan.